Okay, everybody, we're here with another SCTier Podcast. I'm Partisan, and today we're going to be talking about Winter Brawl. We already did the pre-tournament podcast. This one's going to be the aftermath. So, with me today, I'm joined as usual by Jimbonator. What's up?
Hey, how's it going?
I'm also joined by. I'm just going to name him this time. I don't know what he actually goes by, so I'm just going to call him Heaton because that's what everyone else knows him by.
I'm never getting rid of that name.
You aren't. Okay, and our two actual guests for today are the top three from Winter Brawl. So we'll start with Cab. What's up?
Hey guys, here again.
And we have IRM, first time on the podcast. What's up?
Yo, what's going on?
And of course we have the champion of the whole event, Mr. MTFighter. How's it going?
I'm good. What's up, guys?
Awesome. So, like I just said, we're going to be talking about the Winter Brawl event today. And before we actually get into that, we're going to be, as usual, looking at a little bit of introduction stuff for each of the players today. So, we already had kilikAbeast on the podcast for the pre-tourney. So, we're not going to go too much in depth with him again. But if he wants to give a little quick recap, the floor is yours.
Just like last time, I'm a Natsu player from Gainesville, Florida. I've been in the scene for a long time, since SC2, about 10 years or so. And I really like this version of the game, so I'm traveling for it a lot. If you guys want to hear more, I'm on the last podcast.
Awesome. And we'll probably provide the link somewhere in the video via annotations or whatever. Next guest, IRM. It's his first time on the podcast. If you want to give us a quick little overview, or even in detail, it doesn't really matter. Of how you got into the game, kind of a bit about yourself. Go ahead.
Hello, I rock the Maxi, and I am from Virginia. Soul Calibur 4 was actually my first Soul Calibur game. After I played 4, I went back and I played all the other ones. And at first I played Talum for like 2 days, and then I discovered Kilik for 2 days, and then I just stuck with Maxi after that. And 5 came out. I scrubbed it up a little bit, and then I was like, you know what, I want to go to NEC, see how I'll do, and then the rest is history, and here I am.
Ninth place.
Team 9th place, yes. Don't ever be happy about not getting top 3 in this community.
There you have it. And, of course, Jeff, if you want to talk a bit about yourself, go ahead.
I'm MTFighter, stands for Maxi Talent Fighter. I started this game in Soul Calibur 2. I started with Maxi and Talon, as you can guess, and I've been playing the series since. I've been kind of active in the community. In the tournament scene since in all 4 games, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, 2, 3, and 4. I just started Winter Brawl on the first tournament for 5, and I only played that starting since Evo for personal reasons. So, yeah.
Okay, awesome. So, yeah, I guess that's a good enough segue into the next part of the podcast. So, with that all on the floor, Winter Brawl 7. That took place, I think it was, was that 2 weeks ago now?
Yep, 2 weeks.
So? Yeah, okay. So, I can't remember the date right now, but yeah, 2 weeks ago. It took place in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Same venue as NEC, I believe. And yeah, so let's start talking a bit about that. I guess we'll keep going in this order of the placement. So we'll start with you, Colin. Any initial thoughts about the whole event? We won't get into the Calibur part yet. We'll talk about that a bit later. But just in terms of the venue, the event itself, and we'll talk a little bit about the players and stuff too. So you want to talk about that?
It was pretty good. I had a really good flight up there. I was a little disappointed that I was kind of misled on how close the hotel was. I thought it was going to be a lot closer, so I was like, oh, I'll just hop a cab. Sandman asked me if I needed a ride, and I was like, oh, no, it says it's a mile from the airport, so I'll just catch a cab. It'll be no big deal. $25 later, I'm at the hotel and realized I should have taken that ride.
Yeah.
But, so I got there. I roomed with Sandman and IRM, who showed up a day late. And we were supposed to stream on Friday night, but he didn't show up till Saturday. So, Sandman was a little upset about that. And then this guy Harry, who is on the forums as Harry, I believe his real life name is Hector, but
Okay.
his forum name is Harry. He is from Washington State, as well as Mr. Heaton, and he came all the way to Winter Brawl for this shit. And I was impressed with his dedication. And he said he plans on coming to CEO as well. So, props to him.
We were talking about that a little bit earlier. Yeah, his name just came up, and it's really surprising that a name that you don't really know at all is coming so far for events on the East Coast. So
Yeah, he likes the game a lot. He's trying to learn. He's trying to get better. Which I fully support, and I'm glad he came out, and I'm glad he's planning to come out to another one. As far as the venue, I really liked the place. I had been to an NEC before, but it was quite a few years back. I haven't been up to Philly since 2007, I believe, was the last time I went to NEC for Tekken.
Yeah.
So I'd never been in this venue. I heard it was an improvement over the last venue, which I totally agree with. It was really nice having a restaurant right there. I ate a crap ton of burgers all weekend because that was the only quick available food that was there at the restaurant.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Oh man, like burgers 3 times a day. It was rough. I'm pretty sure the restaurant staff hated all of us after the weekend as well.
Oh yeah, that's totally understandable. I remember.
I'm sure they hate us.
Oh yeah.
Because I remember one time it was me.
Don't even talk about this.
Never mind. All right.
That's a banned topic.
All right,
But we may get into that another time. But
all right.
That's pretty much it for my impression of the venue. It was really spacious. I didn't feel like cramped or crowded at all. It was just a nice place. It was ran really well.
Awesome. Anything about the players that stood out to you, or number?
I had not met a ton of the Northeast guys before in person. I had known a lot of them through online. But most of them I've never met before, so it was really nice to put some faces to names and whatnot. So that was really cool.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. IRM. How about you?
Um,
The whole event, and then kind of the same thing going to the players.
Well, the event, it was pretty bad. It was awesome. I mean, it was the same as NEC, just less people stunk. It seems people actually took showers this time.
That's always good.
Yeah, the food was alright. It was a little overpriced. I'm pretty cheap. I don't like spending more than $10 on a meal.
You missed the chili tots, bro. They were cheap and delicious.
As far as players, I decided to take extra precautions with the IRM binder.
Oh yeah. I heard about that. Why don't you tell us a bit about that?
The IRM binder. If you haven't been following me, you know what I do on 8-Way. I decided to make a punishment list for Maxi for the entire cast, and up to that point, people were asking why was I doing such weird characters like Leisha and characters like that. I was trying to prepare for that event, and kind of ironic, I got bought by Leisha.
Oh shit.
So it just has a bunch of punishment information on the 12 characters that I did manage to cover, and hopefully I will have an updated and grammatically correct version for final round.
Yeah. For those of you that didn't see it on stream, the font in this binder is huge. Like each character takes up 3 pages because there's only like 5 moves on each page.
Nightmare takes up 24 pages.
Oh my god.
What the fuck?
I went in on Nightmare.
You killed like 18 trees for Nightmare. That's pretty high.
Cataracts, son.
Players, I got to beat Cab. I played him once before online. That was pretty much it. And I know the hairy guy. He was cool too. He's actually really funny.
Oh, yeah.
And other than that, it's just the same old people like Ruben and
a lot of the people you met at NEC, right?
Yeah. And I got to actually hang out with Ruben, which was fucking awesome. Dude's hilarious.
Yeah, he's really cool.
Yeah, that's pretty much about my experience about it. It's pretty
awesome. So, Jeff, if you want to talk about things.
Yeah, sure. Well, the hotel itself was pretty nice. It was my first time there, so I thought it was pretty large. It was nice seeing all those games in one room, so I can just walk around.
Yeah.
And not be like having to go to different rooms like the previous NEC. Not the one I just passed, but like in 2012, I think. No, 11.
Yeah, I think I can't remember when exactly the venue changed. It was really recently though. It was somewhere between like, I think the last Winter Brawl was the last time it was at that venue.
Okay.
Maybe the Summer Jam. I can't remember. One of the two. But after that, it switched to the new venue, so it's been there for a few events now.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, that's how long I've been out of the scene.
Yeah.
But but the tournament venue was pretty nice. The food was good. Only ate there for like one meal or something, but it was pretty good. The players, I met a lot of new players from the SoCal 5 scene. It was pretty. They were all really good, really nice people, and they were pretty great to play with. I only played casuals with like 4 people, I believe: Sandman, IRM, Colin, KB, and Thermidor.
Okay.
And that was pretty cool. But yeah, that's all I can say.
Awesome. Okay, so
The other funny thing about the venue that I forgot to mention, I didn't realize it was the venue right next to all the sports complexes, 76ers and Eagles and everything.
oh yeah.
So on Saturday night, there was a Philadelphia Flyers game, and it was really, really funny to watch all of the hockey fans commingling with the gamers. They were all like, what the hell? Like, I had no clue what was going on. It was really funny.
Yeah, because I remember hearing that there was like another event or something going on in the same hotel. So is that what it was?
Yeah,
Okay, awesome. Yeah.
they were
I was
probably
wondering
like, damn Penguins fans.
about that. That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess we can talk a bit about the tournament now. So obviously you guys placed top 3. Starting with Colin again. Anything we might have missed? Just talking about the tournament in general. Just I guess whatever you want to say, really. Go ahead.
So I had a bye the first round, which was nice. I played Boom Soldier, who's a Yoshi player, my first match, and that went pretty well. I had played him a couple games in casuals before the tournament, so I kind of had an idea how he was going to play. My next match after that was Black Mamba, and he steamrolled me. It was really unfortunate. I don't know what happened. One of the big things that I think was a factor was that I had a pretty long layoff. I want to say it was between an hour and a half and 2 hours between my first match and my second match.
Yeah, that's
They
rough.
were trying to get all the losers matches out of the way.
Mhm.
And I got really cold, and I played really, really, really impatient, and just blew it. Totally blew it. Got knocked to the losers bracket pretty early, so I wasn't on stream much. I had to run a gauntlet through the losers bracket. I had to win like 7 more matches to get to losers finals. And then I didn't even realize we were doing losers finals that night. I had heard that they were going to cut it off at top 8 and run top 8 the next day.
That's usually.
And then
what
all of
they
a
do.
sudden, Jaxel goes, "Oh yeah, you're playing MT in losers finals right now." I was like, "What? Are you serious?" I played a lot of players in losers. I played KDZ. I played Sporko. I played Thermidor. I played an Algol player whose name I can't remember. I feel bad about that.
I think I know what you're talking about, but yeah.
Yeah, he was the only
Mark
Algol player there.
Is that who it was?
Mark
And
B.
then I got my rematch against
Yeah.
Black Mamba, which was nice.
Yeah, I
And
remember
that
seeing
was
that.
much better than the first time.
Mhm.
And then I played MT in losers finals, which was the match I was looking forward to. And I can't really say I'm disappointed in my result. I'm happy with top 3, and I think it was a really good match. I've watched it a lot since then to see like where I messed up, and it was really interesting. Like I think he just made the better reads in those particular games, and I looked at a lot of rounds that could have went either way, and was like, well, he was better that day. So that's all there is to it. But I look forward to playing him again.
Yeah, that was definitely one of my favorite matches of the tournament. It was really close. You did some flashy things, definitely. Always with the just guards, really impressive.
Face swipe.
Yeah, and IRM loves the face swipe. Which it was funny. I liked Bibulus and Sandman on the commentary.
Yeah.
But there was some stuff I was
don't.
doing that I didn't think got pointed out. That was pretty cool. I was punishing some stuff that was like -8 and -9 with the face swipe, and I closed out a round on MT with a 10-frame punish on his AA, which I don't think a lot of people know that certain characters' AA is unsafe to not do.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was good overall, and like I said, I'm happy with my result. It was, as I said in the last podcast, my warm up for final round, and that's pretty much exactly what I got out of it. I played a ton of matches, and there's no substitute for getting in those offline matches, so it was really, really good practice.
Awesome. Yeah, it's great
He
to
went
hear.
undefeated in casuals.
Yeah, I remember that. You were running a quite the gauntlet on stream before the tournament started.
That was my warm up.
Yeah. Yeah, quite the warm up. And wait, did you even lose? I remember.
I lost some games, but I didn't lose any sets.
Yeah, I remember.
I think I won like 13 or 14 sets.
Mhm. I remember you got off not because you lost, just because you wanted to take a break or
I had to
something
go
like
eat.
that.
I had to go
Yeah.
get a bite to eat before the tournament started.
Mhm. Yeah, makes sense. But yeah, if you have anything else to say,
That's pretty much it. I'll pass it on to IRM.
all right. Awesome.
I have one thing to ask though. Was there a specific reason why they decided to finish up the whole thing that one night instead of following through to the next day like was planned?
I have no clue, and I'm a little upset that it didn't because I really would have wished that we had gotten some main stage time. Just because I do feel like the top 8 matches were really fun to watch. JJJ's match versus Black Mamba was a really good match. My match versus Omega was a really good match. There was just a lot of really entertaining things going on that I wish the crowd had gotten a chance to see where the game has evolved to. You know.
Yeah, definitely.
But
Losers
you know,
is pretty
they're
sad.
there. They're recorded, so if people want to watch them, they can. But it would have been nice to get that main stage exposure.
Yeah, definitely. I won't really get too much into it, but it was kind of sad to see because I remember looking at the schedule and Soul Calibur, and I think the only other game I can remember was like Virtua Fighter and maybe some 2D games.
Windjammers.
I can't even remember, but like those were the only games that weren't on the main stage for finals. So it was kind of sad to hear that, even though that there was a pretty good turnout at Winter Brawl. So
yeah, we got more people than we thought. I guess we didn't cover that yet, but you know, people were saying that they weren't sure how many they were going to get. A lot of the Philly guys were going to show up that day. Jaxel, there was a lot of weird stuff going on before the tournament. Jaxel was going to call the registration early, like online, leading up to the tournament. It said registration was going to be from 2 to 4, and the tournament was going to start at 4, or what, you know, something along those lines. And then Jaxel all of a sudden was like, "We're going to call the registration at 1 o'clock," and I said, "The local guys aren't even here yet," you know.
yeah.
So they kept it open. We ended up getting 45 people, which I thought was great. You know, I was really happy with that number.
It's above average, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And the other thing is, I know different people have different opinions on this, but I would have liked it the second day as well. I like to take a break. Like if I make that top 8 cutoff, I like to go de-stress, you know, collect my thoughts, relax. I know other people like to get on a roll and just finish it the same day.
Yeah.
But I personally would have liked to have had it the next day.
Yeah, and like it definitely, like it's a really common thing. Like most tournaments do go, like no matter the size for Soul Calibur, have traditionally gone for the second day. Like even I remember even having like locals around here where we would go on the second day, and like we didn't have a big turnout or anything, but we still ended up doing that just because that's usually how things work. But
Yeah,
it was just kind of weird.
I'm not sure how that call got made.
But yeah, IRM, if you want to talk about things now, go ahead.
All right, so first I played against Omega. That match was pretty intense. The whole thing I wanted to do at Winter Brawl was prove B plus K just for him is viable.
Yeah.
So I got some clutch B plus Ks in that match. It came down to the last game of that set, and I closed it out by just rushing him in.
Yeah.
He looked pretty frustrated around the second game when I danced on him, and then he beat me. Second,
I was trying to be in his ear and give him advice against you in that matchup.
Yeah, I saw that. Like nobody's in my corner.
It was pretty clutch when he tried to block punish your CE with a 6-6B Brave Edge, and I knew that wasn't gonna work. And I was like, oh, as soon as I saw it come out, I was like, that's not gonna hit. And then he also tried to punish your B plus K just frame with like an A6 or something, and it didn't reach, and you punished him for that too. And that's a free bomb on block. So I was like, oh man, he doesn't know this match. So that was rough.
Nobody knows the match.
I'm sure he's looking over it now.
Yeah.
I
don't think I'll go ahead.
What was the score? Out of curiosity, I remember it being like somewhat close. Was it 3-2 or?
Yeah, it was 3-2.
Okay.
Second, I played against. Man, who did I play against second? Oh, I played against Shin Ryujin, and Ryujin He was rusty. I knew he was rusty, but I decided to go take a peek into the maxi binder at Shiba.
Yeah.
just to make sure, I was keen on my punishes. I also play Shiba, so I was like, I pretty much got that.
Yeah.
I think I took that 3-0. It might have been. I think he might have snuck a game.
Yeah.
3-0 or 3-1.
Okay.
Third, I played Mark Me. I think. Yeah. I played Mark Me.
Did he switch to Nightmare in that match, or was that against somebody else?
No, that was against me. First,
Okay.
he played Algol, and I don't know what I was doing, but he was just running at me and doing 6-6B. Yeah.
I remember that.
For like since I play against Hates, he plays Algol now. He goes for the slide kick, so I was thinking, okay, he'll go for the slide kick here, and he never did. So I was beating myself up about it the whole time. Like, you could tell I was looking really frustrated.
Yeah.
So he beat me that first game, and I think I clobbered him the second game. And then he switched to Nightmare, and then I was just like, oh, dude, I got this one. I looked at Ruben, and then me and Ruben had this moment. I was like, oh, yeah. You could see it in my face. I was cheesing really hard. I pretty much had that one in the bag.
Yeah.
And then I think the
Switched
last...
back, right?
Yeah, I did B plus. I know at one point I did a B plus K just for him, and I hit him with it, and then I ran over to him, and then I hit him with it again. I was being flashy. I was being flashy.
Yeah.
So then he switched back to Algol, threw me off for a little bit, and then I ended up winning that match 3-1.
Okay.
After that, I had to play Triple J. Triple J Jesus. That match was pretty intense. That match honestly could have went both ways. Triple J was on point that day. Like, I feel like he could have beat anybody.
Yeah, he leveled up. He definitely leveled up.
Yeah, the way he was playing that day definitely made me reevaluate my opinion on him as a player. Like, I already knew he was good, but I think he's the bomb now.
Yeah, that was a really good match, actually. I remember that one being one of a lot of matches were actually close, so I can't really say it was.
Is that one online? I didn't get to see that one.
I think it is.
It is.
Yeah. 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 Go ahead.
So, I know he was hitting me with cots a lot. And he seemed to get really impatient. So, and the match was really close. It could have went either way, but I scrubbed it out somehow.
Yeah, I noticed that there were times where he just didn't know some things about Maxi. Like I remember there was one round where literally I think you hit him with the BLK Brave Edge, went in a stance again, did it again, and then you just did
oh yeah
4 things in a row that killed him that he just didn't know how to deal with.
Yeah, I'll do behind lower K Brave Edge, and then I'll run up and I'll do 4-4B, and I'll PSL 1, which is holding 6 and going forward, and behind lower.
And do it again.
And I'll do it again.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
People will eat that. And then I played against MTFighter in winners finals, and I don't know how I won that one.
Won that somehow, some way.
I don't know how I won that one. I was the better player at that second, and I sent Cab to his death. And then after that, I played against MT again in grand finals, and as you said earlier, I got bopped hard. But there were times when he would do 6K and wall rising B just wall rising B standard. And when I look back during our winners finals match, I was punishing those. Well, not the 6K, but the wall rising B. I would punish it with 6A plus B. Brave Edge every time, getting 65 damage every time he did it. But for some reason in grand finals, I don't know, I was shaken.
Yeah,
so
that happens. Yeah.
I was getting you're getting beat really hard. You can't really think straight. So he definitely took advantage of it. And then I was throwing out predictable throws. He was wall rising, B Brave Edging me oh god, I don't even want to talk about it. I go back and look at it. It's pretty bad. I hate watching myself lose. But
I love watching you lose.
Everybody loves watching me lose. I feel like I had that coming because after I won the winners finals match, I just popped off. I said fuck you to everybody. If you go back and watch that video at the end, fucking Janity was behind me, and he was fucking saying a whole bunch of shit to me when I was playing, and I just turned around and was like, fuck you. And he was like, no, fuck you, and they're like, I'm winning this shit, fuck you, everybody, fuck you. And then, you know,
Explicit.
I ate those words pretty bad.
Yeah.
You were just happy. You were guaranteed second place at that point.
Oh yeah. Nah, man, I didn't expect to actually, you know, do so well. Like, because in the back of my mind, you know, reality, I say all the time, oh, I'm going to fucking win this. Like, oh, I'm going to win final round. You know, keep myself confident.
Yeah.
So, second place, not too bad. Got money. I'm going to beat MT next time. I'm looking forward to that. So,
Yeah, interesting run back if you ever get to play each other in a.
oh, it's not going to be interesting. It's going to be terrible for him. Terrible.
Oh,
okay.
well, I'll hold you to those words.
Calling you
IRM and I are having a money match rematch at a final round as well, so we'll keep you updated with that.
Awesome.
Oh, yeah. Cab took $10 from me.
Yeah, I heard about that actually.
It was the true second place match.
No, man, I figured it out. Like, I was like, all standing People's Gate Brave Edge gets away from the possession Brave Edge, and then somehow it caught me, and I was like, it was weird. Yet again, I don't like talking about myself losing, so gee.
Cab, what did you spend that $10 on?
Lap dance. No. From IRM.
Oh, God.
You want to earn your money back? No, probably some airport food or
dangerous
something.
territory.
I slept at the airport on Sunday night.
Wow.
I couldn't find anybody to room with on Sunday night, and so this Florida Tech player and I just rolled to the airport after Marvel finals were over, and we slept at the airport. So I'm pretty sure I had some airport food.
Glad my $10 went to good use.
All right. Do you have anything else to close that off, or is that good?
Pretty much done. It was a good overall experience. I got second. I'll continue to talk crap to everybody. Watch out. I'm coming for you.
All right. Okay, Jeff. If you want to talk about your tournament experience, go ahead.
Okay. The first person I fought against, I think his name was PK or TK or something. I forget who he played, but it was a fun match, I guess.
I guess.
So much.
But I won, and afterwards I just went out to him and just tried to give him some tips and stuff on how to like beat me and whatnot. Not beat me, but some things to do.
Okay, awesome.
Afterwards I played this guy called Apple Bloom.
Oh yeah, was he the Hilda player?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I remember him.
The brony.
He well, the same thing. I won that match, and it was, I think I can't remember too much about it. I don't think it was on stream. Next was Lord Savior, I think. I don't think he plays much anymore though, but I 3-0'd him, I think. And but that was a fun match. He was doing some stuff with Nightmare that I wasn't aware of that you can get away with.
Yeah.
With Lacia, the A+B thing. How she
Yeah.
Oh, the armor,
swings.
yeah.
So that was kind of pissing me off at times. But yeah, I pulled through there. And then I fought this Astro player, Rakuda. And
Yeah, Rakudo.
Rakudo. The
He was
6B
just-
machine.
yes, he was just beating me with that one move. I couldn't move at all. He was just counter hitting me and just taking half my life. So I just started spamming while standing the Brave Edge, and somehow we got around that and all the other stuff he was doing.
Yeah.
I noticed.
Good answer.
I noticed once you started hitting him with Horizon B Brave Edge, like the look on his face, like there's one point when you killed him with it. I think his eyes like rolled back and he looked really demonic. It was weird. He was summoning the devil. It's pretty edgy.
But yeah, if I couldn't do that, he would probably have beat me because I don't know. Ashraf it's a tough matchup for me. And then I fought Thermidor. I think I 3-0'd him too. He was that was a fun match also. I can't remember much about it, but I do remember I was able to bait his CEs at the end at some of the rounds, so I beat him that way and just punished him and outspaced him, I think. Then what was next? I think next was IRM.
Okay, and that was winners
Winners
finals. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. He destroyed me the first 2 rounds. I think I was playing True Impatient or something. So he just went in on me. I can do nothing. Then I decided to be patient, and I won the next 2 rounds. But then that final round, I don't know what happened. He just beat me. It's like, okay, I'm gonna win. And you won.
It's that IRM logic.
And then I fought Cab. Now, before the tournament, me and Cab fought a lot.
Yeah, on PSN, right?
Yeah, we fought maybe like a good 20, 30 games.
Yeah, we played a long set, like a couple days before the tournament.
Uh-huh. And against him, well, not just against him, but against Natsu, I kind of have some anti stuff. And I used it, but in that match, he has some vicious stuff. And he used that against me. And you can see it in the match. Whenever you see him like missing A6 just frame from possession, that's not really him missing it or whatever.
Yeah.
It's some tech and it's stupid. But anyway, yeah. Our matches usually go back and forth online, so we kind of have like a general idea which fight. And I just kind of came out on top in the losers finals. So it was a fun match, and we played more in casuals afterwards. And he got the best of me there, but in tournament I won.
It was still hella back and forth in our casuals too. I probably came out a little bit on top, but it's just you never know who's gonna win the game when we play.
That's
Right.
always fun, yeah.
And then in grand finals,
Oh my god.
When I grand finals, I really wanted to win. I really didn't want to lose to Maxi because I was a Maxi player.
Uh-huh.
So I was like, I don't want to lose to Maxi and be like, I didn't want to just say I lost to a character I dropped.
Mhm.
So I just went an extra mile and just did everything I could to hit him. Like, even if it wasn't safe, even if it was, like, I would just hit him with a lot of 2Ks, a lot of those.
Yeah.
And that would just, like, set up a lot of the stuff I would do later. Let's see. I wish I would have watched the match now. Like, right before this, but let me see, what did I do? While standing Brave Edge, of course. That was, like, my bread and butter. Oh, about that move. Before, when I knew that move, GI Maxi 6-8 lift B, and it goes around it too, at some point. So that's why I was using it a lot because IRM would do 6-8 lift B as like a not mix up, but as a neutral move to, get me to either duck or guess a throw. So yeah, I would try to do while standing Brave Edge, and in one of the matches actually GI'd him. So that was good for me. It killed him, I think. But I just kind of just went in and just tried to outpoke him. I did a lot of 6Ks. Earlier, I think in the winter final, I would just do a lot of 6KK.
Yeah.
I would just do it. I wouldn't try to hit confirm it, or even on Blake, I would just do it to let him know that I wasn't afraid to continue.
Go for the full, yeah.
Right. So when I would just do like 6K itself, he would be hesitant to punish me. And I just like that move as a what's that?
Oh.
I just like that move as a poke itself because I can hit confirm it. Usually I can hit confirm really well, and I can hit confirm AA really well. For the B. Oh, and if you ever see me do like AAB on block, it's because AA Brave Edge on block. It's because I'm guessing they're going to try to attack after my AA, so you can delay Brave Edge. So.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
I actually did that on Cab, I think, at the end of one of our matches. But anyway, yeah, that's basically how I was going about IRM. I would just attack him, try to stay aggressive, and outpoke him. And I was really confident in my defense, so I really wasn't afraid of getting, like, I didn't think he could hit me.
Yeah.
So, oh, and his while standing B plus cat. I know that move is safe, I think, since it puts me in full crouch. And he liked to do that guard impact thing afterwards. So I would always try to do a kick move. I think I would use 4K since that's a knockdown.
Yeah.
And it'll put me it'll give him, I was looking for guard pressure, not guard pressure, but not frame pressure, not frame advantage, but frame pressure.
Yeah.
Something like -2 or something. So yeah, that's how I went about fighting IRM. I think that's it.
All right.
I'm simple to beat.
Yeah. Like I noticed in that match, like you said, you had a really solid defense. And you really, like, you played an aggressive style, but it was really like turtly at the same time. I think. Like you really, you went for a lot of simple pokes, and you tried to, use those to set up bigger damage later on. Like, like you do a 2K, and then you think he's going to interrupt with like a, let's say a 2A or something like that, and then you do, maybe 4-4B or some other evade or something like that, and that's a lot of what.
Edge or whatever.
Oh, what I wanted to say about that. Alicia's, every time I try to do, whenever I do 2K, sometimes he would always do a 2K afterwards.
Okay.
So I knew that. So one round, I would try to do a 4A plus B afterwards, and it
That's
whiffed.
auto GI, right?
Yeah, and it whiffed. Not whiffed, but it didn't GI it. So that kind of pissed me off. So that's why, if anyone wondering why I never did the 4A plus B, I did jump it once, but anyway, that was just my little.
Speaking of 4A plus
All
B,
right.
I tried to just guard it one round when my back was to the wall. It was a stupid decision.
How did that end up for you?
Well, no, dude, I knew I have the timing down because I know I get some serious stuff on lane if I just guard that.
You had the
Like-
timing down, you say? Really?
Yes, and then I got hit. Then I was like, crap, it's a breakable wall. And then I got pushed out. It was terrible.
To add on to what Partisan was saying, MT, just like from playing him online, offline, everything, he's like one of the most patient players that I've ever seen. And he is really, really hard to close a game out on, regardless of how low on life he is. Especially tense if you're both low on life, but he has a slight life lead. Like, he's comfortable to just sit on it and not do anything and not make any mistakes. And he's really good at just zoning kind of out in that 2 or 3 character lengths away where you can't really move in on him safely because of the threat at 2-2B. And if you have any unsafe range step killers, he's going to punish them. If you have CE stacked, you're going to get CE'd. So it's really, really hard to close rounds out on him. And I commend him for that. It's a really frustrating style to play against.
It is.
Well, moving on from there, I guess what we usually do is can't remember what order, but at some point we always talk with our guests about how they feel about the game, sometimes the community, things like that. So I guess we'll kind of get into that. So following this sacred order that we've established, we'll start with Colin again.
You can just go ahead to IRM again. I went pretty in depth the last time. I'll just
Oh
chirp
yeah,
in,
that's true. Yeah,
at certain times.
Yeah, that's it. So IRM. Yeah, go ahead.
Well, around when I was going to NEC, I didn't think anybody was actually gonna like me because I was just some online guy who talked a lot of shit on the forums.
Yeah.
I remember Great One was like, "Who the fuck is this kid? Like, who the fuck is this guy? Like, come out here and have a big online offline debate. Oh, I'm gonna rep online. I was I adore bunnies. So, so when I went, I thought everyone was gonna, I was gonna get shunned and stuff. I was gonna get shunned and stuff, but everyone was really nice. They welcomed me to the community. And I was like, wow. This is actually pretty badass. And then, I was able to move and I didn't have to fight the internet. So I was like, you know what? I need to do this more. And so when I went to Apex, that's when I actually first actually sat down and talked to Ramon and got cool with him. I love that guy. He's awesome. And then, in this one I was like, it's probably just going to be the same thing. Okay, cool. I get to go meet people again. I get to go see friends like Janity. Love that guy too. And, nobody's really mean. As much as you guys, talk shit on me,
Yeah.
I know you're not serious. I used to get really butthurt about it. 9th place thing.
That was quite the thing.
Yeah.
Went on for
Yes.
That
Went
was
on
the Calvin
for-
meme for a few months.
actually part of that, but let's not talk about that.
I mean, all the ribbon I get, I know you guys are like, keep coming out, keep doing your thing. Don't care. Don't give a fuck what anybody says. So, you guys are really supportive. You guys like to backhand slap people at the same time, so it's pretty cool. I mean, it's that tough love. I'm used to it. So that's my stand on the community. Everybody's pretty badass. There's no real dicks besides Fenris. So yeah, that's how I feel on it.
Awesome. We kind of lump in the whole thoughts on the game and the system, kind of where the game's headed and stuff like that. So, you have any opinions on that? Maybe talk about your character. I know you're quite the specialist on Maxi, so I'll give you the spotlight for this.
All right, so Maxi, 6A plus B.
Over.
I don't-
That's it.
I don't-
Next
I don't-
guest.
I don't think it's as broken as people think it is. I mean, if he didn't have 6A plus B, Maxi would be in a real pickle of a situation. Because that's his go-to poke. It's safe, it tech crouches, it tracks to the right, pretty sure. You pretty much step it every time to the left.
Yeah.
While standing B plus K, now that I think is fucking broken. 360-degree tracking, super tech crouch tech step, leads into combos, ring outs for days. Right side throw leads into ring outs with meter, 90 damage. 1K, 3K, 33K, 2A. What the thing is with Maxi and his stances, you don't really actually need them to an extent. What I've been trying to work on is hit confirming. I know from watching a lot of my past games, I will hit people with 4-4B.
Yeah.
And I'll be too busy mashing A that I will completely drop a combo where I can get 75 to 100 damage with a meter. So besides his bread and butter hit confirms, 4-4B, right outer B, right cross A. If you hit right cross A at all, a normal or counter, right cross B or AB will combo every time. So that's actually a really tough one to be able to spot. But poking, he really comes down to a good poke game. I've been really abusing 1K after watching WGC. Saozuma mains 1K, so I was like, that it's working, so I'm gonna go try it out, and a lot of success with 1K. So his other good pokes, 3K, 33K knocks down. On counter hit, it's +4. 3K is +4 on hit. Go back to 6A plus B. You can brave edge it for mad damage.
It also, doesn't it give it a bit more range as well?
Yes, it gives
A
it
bit.
range. It gives it a lot of range.
Yeah.
6A B as a whip punisher is pretty much godlike. God, I didn't really prepare to talk about Maxi.
That's what I noticed about Maxi when I was going over his block punishment was that even though obviously on block, if he goes into a lot of the stances off of anything other than 4-4B, there's usually an answer that's going to get you out of most of his options. But off of moves while standing B plus K, it's still a reverse mix-up. You don't have an option that beats everything cleanly, so you're constantly forced to make a decision.
Yeah.
I know with Natsu, I can punish while standing B plus K with AA because it's -12, but
Behind
if he
lower
goes-
A will get out of there.
Yeah, exactly. BLA will get out of that. If I do 6-6B, it'll be everything except for the auto GI. So it's like you're still put in a situation where you have to guess,
Yeah.
which in Maxi's, I mean, it's not in anybody's favor really, but it's frustrating when you don't guess right.
Yeah.
Like, thing with Maxi also, like, his guard pressure. And that's why I get criticized for, 6A plus B and while standing B plus K. While standing B plus K breaks in 9, and 6A plus B breaks in 12. So how many 6A plus B did I do at Winter Brawl? Like 83?
You did 82
No,
in,
in the final.
grand finals alone against MTFighter.
Okay.
You did 82 6A plus B.
So 82 6A
82.
plus Bs. That's a couple of guard breaks there. While standing, my math is terrible. I'm sorry. While standing B plus K, there's no reason for you not to ever throw that move out.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, it's so much in your favor.
You did about 26 while rising B plus Ks.
While rising B plus K is, as Hates calls it, a get out of jail free card. Like, because while standing B plus K, since it's super tech crouches and sidesteps, like, it gets me out of, like, pretty much, like, everything.
It seems to beat, like, the traditional throw mid mix up for most characters, so
Yeah.
it's a really good tool for that.
Because, like, what you want to do with Maxi is you want to force somebody to crouch against you. So you want to, constantly go at them with throws. I know it sounds kind of scrubby, but throws are amazing for Maxi. Because once they start ducking throws, you have 6A plus B. And once they don't want to eat 6A plus B, you can 1K, you can throw them again, and then, they're caught in like a pseudo vortex.
Mm-hmm.
So that's basically what you want to center your game around. If you play Maxi, is you want to make them crouch. And once you make them crouch, they're fucked.
That's a great way to put it.
Now, where do you think Maxi fits in the whole scheme of things? Like, how does he fare against everyone? Like, where would he be? Like, how does he compare to everything?
Personally or realistically?
You can share both.
All right, personally, Maxi's top tier. Nobody can touch Maxi at all.
Not even Siegfried.
Yeah, Siegfried can't do anything with Maxi. CE just stopped Siegfried.
Interesting.
Broken.
But realistically, I think Maxi is a very strong character. I don't think he's like high tier anymore because of damage nerf, but he is definitely I think solid, like maybe mid high tier. Because I mean he has some bad matchups. Like actually, as I did a lot of like research into matchups, I don't really think Maxi has too many like really like hopeless matchups. Like I used to think Pyrrha was a really hopeless matchup, but Maxi can deal with Pyrrha pretty well. I used to think Cervantes was a really horrible matchup, but Maxi can deal with that surprisingly a lot better than I thought he could. But between those two, those two are probably the only ones. Oh well, obviously Viola also.
Viola.
She's everyone's bad matchup.
Viola. Say it with me.
Get it right.
Viola.
Who cares?
I do. Shut the fuck
Viola.
up, Jim.
Yo.
Viola, if you don't know how to GI against Viola, Viola, I'm sorry. If you don't know how to GI against Viola, you're pretty much screwed. But other than that, I don't know. I guess that's how I feel about Maxi.
Thank you very much for that.
I
Moving
play a really
on.
simple game.
Moving on to someone everyone would like to hear. MTFighter. I'd like to hear how you feel about Leisha. Please.
Oh man, I think she's good. I mean,
You heard it here.
Frey,
I mean,
so does
or
Frey
however
Hua.
you pronounce that, is confirmed.
I believe
Pretty well.
she can beat everybody. I believe. I mean, she does damage, so that's. And the way I play is just, like I said, I think my defense is good enough that I don't get hit by people. I won't get hit, so that's why I think Leisha is good for me because she can outpoke people really easily. With like AA, her AA is like 11 frames or something, and like 6K,
14 frame mid, which is really good for hit checking people. And her CE is 12 frames, which I use a lot, and I think it's very important for her. And she builds meter really, really fast too. So,
Would you say her CEs like should be used as mainly like a block punish, or in combos to extend damage? In your opinion?
both. I mean, I think you get damage however you can with her.
Okay.
So, if depending on the combo too, because some combos scale really hard, so it's better to just stop a combo early and set up mix-ups. That's what I do that's what I was doing in Winter Brawl. Whenever I would do 3B, I always stop at like 1B or something. So they'll be right in front of me and I can get my 2K or Full Cross 3B mix-up.
MT is one of the Leishas that I've seen that is very consistent with his CE punishes all the way down to -12 stuff. And it's almost like, the old adage of having a nuclear weapon. Like, you don't have to necessarily use it. Just I know that he will punish my -12 stuff with it, so it cuts my move list down.
Right.
Yeah, it just has establishes the fear of being able to do that, so you don't want to take that risk. Yeah.
And he's the only one that I've seen that consistently does it. I mean, obvious stuff that's like -18, -20, yeah, but he's doing stuff that's like -12, -13, the things that you should be using it for.
Right. And she builds meter really fast, so it's really, I use it freely. I try to use it freely. Another good move I use with her is while sending A. That's probably my favorite move of hers right now.
Yeah.
So I try to space it. So, against Natsu anyway, I try to space it so it's just the tip range hits. Since she can punish it with AA, which is kind of dumb. But against like most other people, I just use it in like the neutral setting when they're trying to come in, because they even try to step, I'll get the counter hits done, which is a free CE or a mix-up for me. So I like that move a lot. While standing Brave Edge, everybody knows it's good. You can step it one side, I think, or both. I don't know. It's some way you can step it. Let's see what else about Alicia. Her AA. I use that move as a kind of a mix-up. Not really a good mix-up, but if I think somebody's going to attack or move afterwards, I would just do either the last B or the Brave Edge so that I can get advantage. And if they block it, the last part of the Brave Edge is at neutral. And Alicia's fast enough, so it's against most people anyway. She's fast enough that it's in her advantage. And and at the Winter Brawl, you saw me do the stomp a lot, I'm sure. I was just doing it because people weren't blocking it.
Yeah.
So there was that. The stomp's there too, and it's decent. What else?
I think
about
that like the one from the AA Brave Edge, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. One thing about that that I know from personal experience is that if you mix that up and the other thing, and like say the opponent constantly just guards, say just the regular B, if they try and do that, and it's the certain style of just guard where you kind of have to commit to it, you can sometimes hit them with the guard break version, and then it's a free hit from there just because they messed up the just guard. So
right. So that's free damage too.
Exactly.
You have this character in this game with a guard break where you get free. I mean, she gets free AA off of the the regular stomp. That's awesome. That's great.
Well, Natsu gets a free base swipe from her guard break.
That's awful though. It's 8 damage. It's really hard, and like even if I was to use it to end the round, it only does 4 damage because it does. So it's just like it's not worth it.
but you're +4. Or
yeah,
8 for one of those two.
It's true. I mean, but you're right. It's good to have a free damage off guard break. Something that's not very common in this game.
Yeah, but like the thing with Natsu, I'd imagine is that like if you're getting using a guard break move with her, and it's like anywhere, like anything plus really. I mean, she has like a high 10 AA and can threaten with the B counter hit or A6 if you know they're absolutely going to attack. So
yeah,
it just seems like she has better options than to take the free damage.
Yeah, it's true.
What was I saying? Oh, Leisha, throws. Her throws are important to her, I think. Her B throw brings out forward, which is really good for when you're at the edge, so people will be more afraid of that, so you can get the more damaging edge throw.
Mhm.
What else?
What kind of
Her
damage does she get on a wall splat on the B plus G throw?
1B, 3B.
Just one.
That's-
Okay.
Yeah,
So
It's not the best splat as far as I
Yeah.
know.
it's like really low wall sprat, and when she recovers, they're already at the ground, I think. Usually.
Got
If there's a way that they can splat high enough where you can get the CE, I think, but I've never actually tried to do that. Or
You'd have to have the
practice it.
space like perfect.
Yeah,
Right.
probably like a tip range, something like that.
I have a question.
Hmm.
How do you feel about Crybaby?
I love that movie. It's actually when I was doing it against Jew and the
1A hold.
right when I was doing that against Jew and the finals, I was actually remembering a match I had with KB online. It was the funniest thing how I beat him. So I was trying to do the same thing to you.
Oh yeah,
Just-
I actually remember that now. Yeah.
Yeah, that
Trying to
was,
get time
I
out.
was like,
Shit.
what the fuck is this guy doing? Are you serious?
it was just having fun.
If I would have died by that, I think I would have punched you in the face.
I really wish that would have happened. That would have made my day.
Instant.
Well, I would have popped off. Speaking of popping off, did anybody gif my dance against Omega?
I don't think.
No.
You're not as
Well,
cool
there you
as
have
Lola.
it. Jim has the 100% answer. There you go.
Yeah, no one did that.
Well, can somebody do that and like give it
No
to me?
one is going to do that.
No.
You're gonna have to make an alt account to hype yourself up. Hey guys, look at this IRM pop off dance.
I'll give you IP or multiple user clearance for that if you actually do that.
Okay.
Wow, really corrupt administration? Gosh, I'm offended.
It's okay. We have internet
It's
bots to
circular.
keep him out.
That circle jerk in the moderation.
Don't even start.
Yeah, well, let's just continue here. I actually want to bring up a point about Crybaby. From what I've noticed, and I guess it carries on from SC4, where I actually played Xianghua a little bit. Crybaby itself has more utility in certain matchups than it does in others. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, basically it's just it's a get out of free wake up card, kinda.
Mm.
It stops a lot of the wake up options. It makes them redo something. So if they have something doing more damage, you can get them out of it, which is always good. So yeah, I agree with that.
Alright. Any characters in particular? Like, I'd think,
If
I want to say Natsu, but but just because of like a lot of bomb setups, I'd imagine you'd be able to Crybaby out of those. But
Yeah, she can interrupt the unblockable bomb with it for sure. It's kind of risky, you know, if you get a good read on it, Natsu can get 44KK, which is like 45 damage.
oh, okay.
So, but I mean, you got to make a read on it. So
Yeah.
it's meh.
I think,
Crybaby destroys Maxi Wake Up altogether. It sucks. I want to run over and get a 1K. I get Crybaby. I can't even 1K.
I think like Rose was telling me, if you Yoshi against Yoshi when he does the AB plus K just frame into the unblockable helicopter thing,
Mhm.
I think you can have Crybaby out of that. He was telling me that.
That'd be funny.
Oh, okay.
I never
That'd be
tried
funny.
it, but because when I did try it one time, it was in SoCal before actually against Lolo. I tried it once, I think.
Yeah.
And I got destroyed for it, like all my life.
Made you give up on it.
Yeah.
Never doing this again.
Exactly. But yeah, I like Crybaby when I'm thinking about it, but it's not like my go-to anti-wake up move.
Yeah.
I still like if you watch my matches, I
While
roll.
standing be brave edge.
Yeah, I do that too. But I like to stay underground and roll. because I know that if you roll 3 times, you automatically get up. If you roll twice or in one direction and wait, you can stay on the ground. So I just do that and wait.
I didn't know that.
I think it's always been that way.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
like that in 4. I can't really
Yeah.
speak for the other games, but
Yeah, if you waited, you could stay on the ground.
So that's usually how I deal with wake up. So people would always get like these, as people get like 1K, a lot of grounded hits on me. But I guess they do full damage now. But in previous games, they did like a half damage or something. So that's how I would always try to get out the mix-ups. Just roll, especially if I'm at the ring edge. I would try to roll into an advantage position. So yeah.
Do you remember in Soul Calibur 2 when there was no delay for get off the ground moves? So the go-to option for most characters was like doing 7B because it would like jump lows, jump throws, and like a really quick mid strike to interrupt anything. It was so garbage.
Yeah, that was pretty good. I think I would do 6A plus B though.
Yeah, right.
Just like kill them with the
Yeah.
backseat base damage thing. Like
Oh, yeah.
coming in after me. Down.
Face punch.
I gotta say I like the old 6A plus B animation better.
Oh yeah. But this one is better since it's safer, I guess.
Yeah.
And it's mid.
Yeah, that's a big part of it.
is it a high in those games or?
It was a high in the last game, yeah.
Okay.
What?
Wow.
What are we talking about?
Not last game, but in two.
I don't remember it in the last game actually.
In Soul Calibur 4, wasn't it like a stance only move?
No.
Oh,
Wait.
okay. Shows what I know.
Wait, I
Yeah.
blacked out.
It was false set in A plus B, I think. And
Oh, okay.
and you can
Oh.
hold it too.
Oh yeah, we're talking about Maxi.
Okay. Cool. I never noticed that. Maxi was no one
He was
really
ass
played him
before.
in 4 because of it. Yeah. He was considered I guess a bad character, so really you need to have basic
Back
anti
turn.
and
Back turn B plus K was negative 23 on block. What guard crush is negative 23 on block? Come on now.
They started introducing that stuff in Calibur 3 where they introduced the idea of unsafe guard crushes. I was like, what the hell is
that's like
that
the most
even mean?
unintuitive thing
Why would you
ever.
do that?
Well, because lightning is really heavy, and so you got to recover after you shoot lightning at your opponent. That's just I don't know what you're saying unintuitive. That just makes sense to me.
That's kind of true.
Lightning bolt.
You ever try to shoot lightning at your opponent?
Many
It's pretty
recover.
heavy.
Many
You
It's
gotta
pretty
recover
tough
after
stuff.
Great.
Oh,
There you go.
one last thing about Leisha. I'm sorry, I forgot to say this. Her guard damage. I didn't use her guard game that much in these matches,
Mhm.
but she's really good at pressuring the gauge. So that's one way of playing her. I play a poke heavy type style, so I wasn't really pushing the guard gauge, but it's really possible to do that with Leisha, and she's really safe about it too. So that's it.
Yeah.
That's all I have to say about her.
The way I see a lot of guard like really heavy guard damage characters, it feels like you can either opt to go for a lot of guard break damage, or you can focus on throwing a lot more. And it seems that if you do one or the other, you can't you can't have both. It's like you have to focus on either poking them out and throwing them, or focusing less on that and establishing the guard damage.
That's how I feel
Well-
with Natsu too. I can't do both at the same time. I gotta do one or the other.
Yeah, like you can kind of like set up guard damage regardless, but it's just not going to be the same level if you just focus on that while
Yeah.
trying to like poke or whatever.
Well, with Siegfried, if they block a flapjack, I can both work the guard gauge and try to throw them at the same time.
Well, Siegfried's unviable, so.
Whatever you say there, pal. Whatever you
You heard it
say.
here. You heard it here, folks.
Confirmed,
Unviable.
confirmed truth.
Buzzword.
Well,
Um,
Man, when I blow you up, that's gonna be so good.
if you
Get
go.
your excuse. Yeah. Should we talk about that now?
Donate.
Might as well.
I'll go to Colin if he wants to say anything maybe that he didn't mention about Natsu in the last podcast. Or anything.
Just a quick recap. I think she's one of the better characters in the game. I think she sits right around the lower end of top 5, like probably 5 or 6 in terms of best overall. just because there's a lot of characters that have some really, really good stuff at the top, and we all know that. But I don't think that means she can't compete with them. She has a lot of really good matchups. She has a few even matchups, and I think she has very few bad matchups, and certainly no matchups that are like 7-3 or feel like your day is just ruined at the character select screen. She just deals with a lot of different kinds of pressure really well. She can fight up close. She can fight at mid range. She's got the best block punishment in the game as far as frequency, and just a good, solid overall character. You can play a lot of different play styles with her. You don't have to just play rushdown all the time. Good character.
Yeah. I remember hearing around the time that she got like the first, I guess, I don't know if it was the first patch or whatever, but whatever one that she got nerfed. I remember people saying that she was unviable at that point. That was
so dumb.
That was hilarious. It didn't make any sense. Like I can't even remember what she lost, but like honestly, she still.
Okay, I'll tell you now. There was a version of pre-patch Caliber the second day of NEC, and we played it for a little bit. And she was bad. She was really bad pre-patch. 2-2K counter hit. She got her full stun combo off of. 6A plus B on counter hit. She got her full stun combo off of. A plus B was a hard knockdown into attacks into 4-4K for like 80 damage.
Jeez.
She had a lot of dumb shit in version A. It was rough.
So what do you use thumbtacks for now?
I'll tell you what you use thumbtacks for. I don't know if we went over this last time, but people said they cried like crazy when it went away. But number one, it's still a very good counter hit fishing tool. It has decent speed. It's 15 frames, which is only 1 frame slower than while standing K. It has more forward range than while standing K, and probably a little bit better hitbox as far as sideways range goes. You get decent combo off of it, but you have to know which way they fall. Right-handed characters fall to the right, left-handed characters fall to the left. You either get a free 3B or a free 6A plus B combo off of them. So the 3B combo end up doing around high 80s damage, and the 6A plus B combo gets you a little over 100, so still great counter hit fishing tool.
Yeah, not bad at
The
all.
move itself is only -5 on block, so it can set up some interesting reverse mix-ups on block. And if you use it, my favorite use of it is as a block punishment when you have a character who likes to reverse ring out you. If you have Nightmare or Siegfried going for full crouch B plus G, Jiba going for 1A plus B, or any character that has a reverse ring out throw, if you can block punish or duck their throw and whiff punish with full crouch A plus B, on normal hit, it's +11, so you can use A6 and ring them out.
Oh, wow.
That's like the swag move. That's like, you just put the controller down after you hit that. It feels so good.
Yeah, I had no idea about that, actually.
Neither did I.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
I'll have to remember that.
It doesn't work in open field because the attacks push out too far.
Yeah.
You get a free face swipe, but it's like whatever, 8 damage. But when their back is to the edge, it will combo into A6 and ring out. And it's only viable as a whiff punish or a block punish because it's a special mid, and we all know that special mid does not hit normal hit under most circumstances.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I had no idea about that at all, actually. Like, I remember when we played it a little bit, I remember getting hit by it, and I was just kind of dumbfounded, and I was like, okay, I got hit by that. That doesn't make any sense, but whatever. But, yeah, doesn't seem like a bad move at all.
Nope, it's got its uses still.
It sounds like it should still be nerfed even harder. Jesus.
Make it a special high.
Like, this is news to me. Like, I can't use flapjacks against snow. Oh.
I'm the only one who does that. There's nobody else that does that, so you're still able to do it on.
I don't care. I'm not using that against any Natsu ever again. That's scary stuff. Damn.
Hard world out there for
new Natsu tech.
Apparently it's not new.
Ooh.
Probably been sitting on this for years, just waiting for me to do the flapjack.
I was saving it for you.
There you go.
Well, that makes me
Now
feel
you have time to prepare. I didn't have time to prepare.
Rest in peace.
I'm dead. Anyways, I guess what we were going to talk about next was we kind of wanted to mention Final Round, and I think a few of us here are going, so yeah.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
what he's getting at.
I was drinking, I'm sorry.
What
Okay,
he's
so
getting is looking forward to the future and what's to look forward right now, because now that Winter Brawl is over, the event everyone's focusing on this point will be final round. So with that, which one of you are going, and if you are going, what are you going to do this time to prepare?
Well, I'm not going, so I'm.
I heard Jeff's not going. I'm sad by that. I'll have to make it up to another NEC or Winter Brawl sometime in the future. But I know IRM's going, right?
He just dropped from the call apparently.
Oh.
So we'll wait on him. I'm pretty sure he is confirmed going.
Yeah.
We'll get back to him as soon as he gets back in here. But
I'm definitely going. You know, it's in the southeast. It's one of the closest majors to me. CEO just picked up Soul Calibur, so
yeah,
everybody should try to go that. That's going to be the closest one to me. But Atlanta is only 5 hours drive, so I'll be definitely going to prepare. Not too much different from what I did last time. I still have to do 2 characters block punishment, but I'm not too concerned about it. That'll get done real quick. And then just trying to grind out as many games, matches as possible. Working on timing for certain things, and that's about it.
nice.
All right.
I myself, I'm still kind of up in the air about going. We'll see how things go in a couple weeks from now, but if I'm there, I kind of have a really bizarre way to prepare for things. Lately, I haven't been playing too much online. I don't know. I'm just weird about that and don't like playing it too much, even though the netcode is far better than it was in 4. But I still played 4 more than I have 5.
Oh, I still hate the online too. It's just there's no way around it.
I can't get into it as much.
Is there
Yes.
something you need to say?
Yeah, if you want to, it's important. You can go ahead.
You okay there, pal?
To catch you up on speed before you drop the ball, we were talking about. Okay, you can just keep muttering. That's okay. But what we're talking about is because now Winter Brawl is over. The next big thing everyone's looking forward to is final round. So, A, are you going to it? And B, if you are going to it, what are you going to do this time to prepare?
All right. So I am definitely gonna go to final round. I have everything set up and planned for this trip, and hopefully I will have the maxi binder completely finished, grammatically correct,
Virgin.
shortened by at least 50,000 pages. All right, so yeah, I will continue to play online, do what I got to do. I feel like I should be in a good position when I walk into final round in about 2 weeks. So, yeah.
Nice.
Will there be your live stream this time?
The hotel
Hopefully-
internet last
hopefully,
time was
yes.
really ass, so that's gonna be rough.
All right.
Yeah, hopefully we can get it up again. I normally run off of Nitty's laptop, so if Nitty is there, then it'll definitely be there. If not, we're gonna run off Cab's laptop, hopefully.
All right.
Putting you on the spot.
I don't have a laptop. I have an iPad.
But yeah. Can we stream off iPad?
I don't think.
I wouldn't know how. I'll look into
I
it.
don't think it works. Just
All right, but
imagine.
well, live
gotta do some more
stream most
research.
likely will be
It's-
there.
Yeah, I got to see who the heavy hitters are that are going. I haven't really seen the confirm list. And I got to watch some match videos. I know that's something I usually do. I try to do a little scouting beforehand. But I don't know the final list of attendees. I think in the next couple weeks we'll have a little better idea once online registration ends.
I mean, I can give a pretty good overview of the competition there. I mean, like Chicago is gonna be. I think
Yep.
they're bringing like something like 8 people.
Oh man.
Not sure if they're all for Caliber, but the ones.
This
that
is the return of what's his name?
Luggage.
Yeah.
Spot.
Yeah.
He was at the last final round. He didn't do too bad either. I think he might have got 3rd. I can't remember. It was like top 8 definitely. I want to say 3rd or 4th. But yeah, he's been busy with school and work, I think. But yeah, he's gonna be at final round this year, so that's gonna be awesome. He was pretty much the top U.S. player through Soul Calibur 4. I think pretty much the whole game, definitely the end. Um, he's been around since Soul Calibur 3 and was also really good in that game. Not sure if he went before that, but that's way before my time. So
3 was when he came into his zone, definitely.
okay, yeah. But yeah, so we have Lost Province, Hawkeye. Those guys have always been heavy hitters in North America, so those are definitely guys to watch out for. I think Lolo's coming. I'm not entirely sure if he's confirmed yet.
Interesting.
But yeah, he's definitely someone to watch out for. Omega might be there.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Yeah. And of course he won the last event for those who don't know.
For the record, Thuggish got third last year with
Okay.
Leisha.
Cool. Yeah. And that was we did.
What?
I remember there was a tournament where they patched the game like the day before.
This was still
that
pre-patch.
NCR.
That was NCR.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
I would really like to see Omega show up. I really respect Norman. He's a great player. He's proven that he can do well in every game, and usually with a character that's not very highly thought of. Zasalamel in 3 and 4, and Siegfried and Nightmare in this time.
Yeah.
But I just wish he was playing more, and wish he was going to more tournaments. I can't consider him the best if he hasn't been going to anything.
Exactly. I know that he's at least been practicing. I know he plays online. I think he plays with Lolo a lot, but I'm not sure to what degree he's been practicing. But if he shows up, I guess we'll find out in a couple of weeks. So
yeah, definitely.
But aside from that, let me actually open up final round thread. Of course, all the ATL guys are probably going to be there. It's their own city, so that means like RTD is going to be there. Probably Wing Zero.
There's a lot of lesser known ATL players that don't travel as
true.
well that come out for these events, and they're always like kind of a threat, because they're not bad by any means.
Does Wing Zero still play this game?
I don't think it's his focus. I think most of ATL 3D wise is on Tekken.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm not sure if he plays that. I'm not really familiar with the ATL scene, but I'm sure he's always been a smart player from what I know, so he'd definitely be somebody to watch out for. But yeah, I have the list open here, so yeah, a bunch of names I already mentioned. Zeph unfortunately will not be there.
Yeah,
sure. So that's kind of too bad, but he's dealing with other stuff right now, so. I mentioned ATL, RTD, of course, he's from there. Something Unique is supposedly going to be there. That's going to be his first event since the last MLG. So we'll see if that's actually the case. Reptile's planning on going. Of course, he got 4th, was it, at NEC?
Yeah, 4th.
Okay, yeah. So he's definitely somebody to watch out for. And really, I don't think there's like too many other like top level people going, but there are a lot of people who are definitely looking to prove themselves at that event. Like I'm looking at the list right now, and there are just tons of people who
a lot of people
I've seen come into the scene and really step things up. So it should be really interesting.
Like King Walker.
Yeah. If you want to talk about him.
King Walker, if you're listening to this, we can do a first round challenge. I'll play you first round in the tournament.
There you go. That would be something I would personally like to see.
The gauntlet has been thrown.
Exactly.
Do you accept?
But yeah, like I said, a lot of new talent to the tournament scene, so it'll be interesting to see how they all play out. It's like all the Philly tournaments have had quite a lot of new players, but final round's looking to have a lot of new players to the tournament scene that actually play the game a lot. So it should be a little bit different, and I think it'll be a bit more sporadic in how things actually play out. So
We didn't get to do a team tournament at Winter Brawl, so I'm really looking forward to the team tournament at final round. I hope we can at least do 3v3, if not even bigger teams, because there's more people, and maybe even make it regional. I think that would be really cool.
Yeah, that would be kind of cool.
Yeah.
Or is there going to be any international interest for final round?
I'm not too sure. I haven't really heard anything from like the Japanese players. I'm pretty sure they focused on WGC this past weekend.
Yeah.
I think a few of them are sponsored. Like I'm pretty sure Decapon is sponsored at this point.
I'd love it if he came.
Yeah, if he came, that would be huge. That'd be really.
I want my rematch. I want my salty run back.
Yeah. But the thing is, usually when they do travel, it's usually in like a sizable group. So
groups in a pack.
Yeah. So if he came, definitely there'd probably be, I'd say at least 5 other, or not other, but as a group 5 Japanese players. So that would definitely be something to make the event really awesome and even more memorable. Aside from them, I don't think there are going to be any European players. But yeah.
Maybe some people from the Dominican Republic or Puerto Rico or something, since this is probably one of their closest majors.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, we'll see about that. We don't really get to see any like the pre-registration or anything like that, so we can't really have a concrete player list. But
yeah,
I guess we'll find out soon enough. So,
a couple weeks, 2 weeks.
On final round, I'm gonna be real for a second here, gentlemen. All you listeners out there, I need your help. For those of you who don't know, or for whoever, I swore into the Air Force's delayed enlistment program yesterday. So I will be going into the Air Force probably sometime around April-ish, maybe late May. So final round is probably going to be the very last major that I'll be able to attend for Soul Calibur 5. I need to make this because there are mouthy scrubs who just will not shut up about their stupid ass binders. And I need to put them in their place. So all I need right now is cash. Plane tickets looking about 500. Anything that any of you guys can provide for that, I would love you forever. I will put up a letter in my name. I'm going to be sponsored by like 50,000 people, so it'll just be the entire alphabet. So far, shout-outs to Janity, who has donated. He was the very first supporter. I love you, man. You're the best. And shout-outs to MKL, who was the guy who started getting this going for me with just putting the idea to get people to help. So shout-outs to you, brother. And, of course, as always, shout-outs to Great One, who is like the mastermind of donating everything. Like, Great One runs the show. Don't fuck with Great One.
He is basically the heart and soul of this community. So yes,
so
that's a Great One.
Where do we go if we want to donate to you?
I will put up a link. It's just do it through PayPal. I'll put up a link in the thread for this. My email is michaelvlind@gmail.com. So go put that in there.
And email him things that aren't related to donations. Like email him.
You get, if I win, you get shout-outs, and you get to like have something stupid.
He will sign your binder for you.
Mm-mm. I'm not doing shit with binders.
You're not going to sign other people's binders?
What other people? There's only one person I know who has a binder.
Well,
I'm gonna fuck his binder up. I'm gonna put his binder in the shredder. Cab, I'll sign your binder.
Dude,
mine's more of a mini
isn't
notebook.
even a binder. It's like a handbook. Like,
yeah, that's nice because he doesn't lug around some giant ass piece of shit like he's still in grade school. He's a mature adult.
I don't give a fuck.
That's what I like about you.
That is fucking genius.
That's what I like about you. You don't give a fuck. I respect that. So yeah, there's my call to arms for all of you. Please donate. Be greatly appreciated. Love to see you there.
Awesome. So
that's it.
Yeah. We'll put up all the links and stuff as usual in the thread, so you can find that there. I will donate $5 to you.
I don't think you can actually donate because you're considered a terrorist by America.
Ouch.
Remember what happened last time when you tried to like do an online tournament here and we had to like put you in Guantanamo?
I wasn't involved in that. Someone named
no,
not
excuse me.
partisan died
I'm sorry.
for their sins.
My mistake.
Yeah, but we don't talk about him anymore.
Rest in peace.
Exactly.
Not partisan.
Smoke weed every day.
Okay, well.
Anyway.
If there's anything else we can really talk about, I'm not too sure. I think we covered quite a bit actually, and in a somewhat timely manner. I think we're running at what, a bit over 2 hours, and we were in the conversation for some time before we actually started. So
50 minutes.
Yeah.
Would any of you like to call out a subforum and start some needless forums? Because we could all.
We're always down.
You shut your goddamn mouth.
MTFighter.
No.
MT
No, shut your
MTFighter.
Wait! I actually forgot something. I did post up a little status asking if anybody had questions, so I'll get to that before I actually forget and make myself look like a total jerk, or even more of one.
Did anyone have questions?
Actually, a few, including IRM. So that's.
I bet IRM's the star of this.
Kind of actually. And we actually touched base on a few of these, but anyways, Juice or Jews or UA asks, why did people let IRM get second?
Well, we have IRM here. Why don't we ask IRM? Why did people let you get second?
Well, one, people underestimate the power of Maxi 2A plus B.
They just disrespected the matchup. They didn't do the homework. You know.
Yeah.
That's all there is to it.
So take this as a warning, everyone. Do your homework on this matchup because he will be at final round. I want to see which one.
B plus K just frame if he continues it all the way is negative 30 on block.
It's negative 24.
I don't
No,
want to
it's
see
not.
anyone get hit by that dumbass lag low 2A plus B. No one get hit by that bullshit. That goes for me too. So if I get hit by it, you can just like ridicule me for the rest of my life. Going on, sorry.
Well, okay, but people, I feel now since before there wasn't really a need to know the matchup, so now there's a need to know the matchup. Now's the time to learn it, or I will just behind low shin kick you until you get the point. I feel like I know a lot of people are like, "Oh, this tournament's free. This tournament's free. That's the only reason why IRM got second." And for you guys who think that, fuck you. I worked my ass off with that binder, ridicule the binder. That's fine.
Yeah, the comp was solid at this tournament. There was a lot of very, very good players there.
Yeah, I know. Like the Ramon not going was kind of a bummer. Well, it's not like it would have mattered.
Too, but
it wouldn't really matter though because I would have got Ramon. Shots fired. But
just quick, what is your money match record against Ramon?
I 3-0 versus Ramon.
Shots fired.
Well,
thank you very much.
Open up a new,
do you want me to talk about that?
new bag of chips is opened.
Next question.
I was gonna go into that.
I know you were. That's why we're going to the next question.
They allow you to go into that in the end of things, but we all might not.
Okay.
Anyways, second question. I Rock the Maxi asked, why do people hate on I Rock the Maxi so much?
I have an answer to this question. I feel
You're gonna answer your own question.
Yeah, I'm gonna answer my own question.
Okay.
I feel like people, dislike me because I do come off as like really cocky, a little bit. So,
Really?
Yeah.
Because I'd say it's because you are really cocky.
No. I'm actually really not like cocky. Like the thing is, I try to stay confident. Because I don't want to like discourage myself. Because like once you discourage yourself, you lose. So I don't ever want to be in that mindset. Like at one point where I was just like, man, I suck at this game. I'm a scrub. And I'm like, no, fuck that. I'm the fucking greatest person to ever put this game to the fucking Xbox, and it's gonna stay that way. It's like stay confident. That's why you don't lose.
I can respect that.
So it's not so much that you think you are better, but you use it as a way to boost your own confidence.
Yes.
I can respect that.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
you
so-
really can't go into like a tournament environment and think, "Oh man, I really suck." No, you can't. You can't do
Like,
that. You really
there's
have
like the only regret I really have ever going to a tournament was going to Apex and like basically bending over for Woes to destroy me. Literally, like when
Yeah, that
Woes
wasn't
sat down
pretty.
next to me, when Woes sat down next to me at Apex, I just was like, "Fuck, it's over." Now, like I'm like, "Shit, dude, there's no way I'm gonna win this," and I got destroyed. So next time I play against Woes, I'm just gonna look at him, just gonna be like, "Yeah, you're going down," and hopefully it'll actually be a better match that I will win. So yeah, people hate on IROC Maxi because he's a cocky scrub. So
there you have it.
next,
Case closed.
only
Okay.
one truth.
Let's see. Next question from Labello. Does MTFighter feel his win proves that character matchups aren't as strict as people perceive them to be, and that a lot more of it comes down to the individual's player skill rather than their character choice?
Well, yeah. Most of the matchups I feel comes down to the players, because the player is not going to use the right tools at the right time all the time. So it depends on the skill of the player to use what they have available. And that's. I'm sorry. What was the question?
Hang on, it's it's gotta. Basically, he's just asking if like character matchups are the end all be all, as plenty of people make them out to be, or if it comes down to more so player skill than their character choice.
Okay. Yeah, definitely player skill, because otherwise, why would you play different characters if you want to win, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And most people go to tournaments because they want to win. So it's not like I'm going to a tournament playing lesser character because I think I'm trying to prove something with her. I just feel that I have a better chance with that character because of her tool sets complement my style better than someone else's. Say, well, I can't say Mitsurugi. His style is the greatest. Say Astral or Nightmare. So, yeah, I believe it is up to the player to make the character and it's not up to the player, matchups.
Yeah.
Some matchups, however, are just impossible. I will say that.
Yeah.
You can't feel defeated before the start of the fight just because of some number.
Exactly.
And secondly, Labello's follow-up question: do you feel even inadvertently responsible for Freihua becoming an overbearing nutter? His words, not mine.
No.
No responsibility whatsoever.
There you go. And yeah, that's it for that, and we'll just quickly move away from that. Menace.
There's another question. Yeah.
What? No. I'm going to the next question. So don't worry.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay. The Menace asks, I guess at Winter Brawl, were there any hype casuals or money matches that took place that we might not have heard about? I think you guys touched base on.
Oh
a little
man,
bit.
no. There's one. Me and Ruben. We and Ruben money matched for $2.
Ooh.
Now,
Nice.
Big spender.
no. This had to be the most intense Soul Calibur 5 match you can ever see.
Can we see it?
No, you cannot see it because ask Ruben about it. It was amazing. Like, shit was everywhere. It was a great match. I lost $2. I went 0-2 in money matches.
Ooh.
So,
Who else did you lose to?
I lost a cab for $10.
Oh, right. That's right.
The true
it came down
second place
that one.
match.
That was a
Yeah,
close game.
Yeah, it came down to the last round.
I was really pissed because in the last round I hit a counter hit 2-2A near the wall, and I A6'd him, and for whatever reason it was one of those weird octagon stages, and he didn't wall splat, and I was about to like blow up and get really, really salty if I lost. But then he duck nade another A6 on the wake up.
Oh, good.
There you go.
Oh,
Smallest
good.
fight in the world.
There's ARM talking like a scrub.
And the the other part of that question we pretty much already talked about, but who all from the SCTier staff? So I guess that's me, Jim, and Mike, and I guess Zeph are going to final round, and pretty much that came down to Jim's going, Heaton's trying to go, and of course we got that donation thing going on. I
Please
might
give
be
me
going. We'll see about that, and I'm pretty sure Zeph is not going, unfortunately. So that's that.
Big ups to my brother Zeph.
Yeah.
Is
Big ups.
is Great One not part of the staff anymore?
These are
He was ever?
I
I thought
I don't
He's
know
like
if we ever
special guest
considered-
all the time.
He was like special honored mega guest.
Like, he's not part of staff. He can come and go as he pleases. That's
Yeah.
just
Like
how
Uncle
high
Joe.
up he is.
He was already in here. That's
Yeah,
how
like, you
that's
guys
how
don't know, but
intertwined he is with.
you remember like an hour ago there was like a call
was
dropping
here.
thing?
Yeah,
That
he
was
was
Great
here.
One leaving.
Oh,
He's everywhere. You can't. He's just in our hearts.
I love Great One, dude.
I do
He's a
too.
really cool dude.
Great One was one of the two people that I know of who were actually supporting me at Winter Brawl.
I was supporting you.
Were you?
Yeah.
No,
Talk more about this.
While counting how many 6A plus Bs you did, I was supporting you.
It's a good support.
Until I noticed
I was,
that like you might actually win this, and then I definitely got on the hater train.
I wish I advanced.
Shoutouts to Mountain Fighter for kicking his ass. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
I don't know what I would have done without you.
Oh, and this dude says you're welcome.
Okay. The next and final
Are you okay?
question from a man with a really cool avatar of a man, perhaps a gentleman.
Oh,
Asks,
gentleman.
he asks, what character is on IROC the Maxie's pillow, and what series is she from?
Okay, so I guess that's like the running gag for the community now.
You bring it up
I-
yourself.
Irem's pillow. Alright, well, fuck it. The pillow has Yoko on it from Gurren Lagann. So yeah.
There you have it.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
That's an excellent choice for a pillow, I guess.
And
You're all just
so-
jealous you don't have one. That's all it is. Don't hate on what you don't understand.
No, that's not true. I have a Siegfried body pillow, a Brad Burns body pillow, a Dragunov body pillow. I have a pillow for every character I play in the fighting game. So I have a shitload of pillows.
So you have an
in fighting.
Algol one, yes?
No, I sold that one to Hates.
Oh, okay. We'll have to get Hates on here sometime.
We will talk about body pillows.
Exactly. Okay, and we have more questions from people who are already here. This one is actually better than some, but whatever. IRM again asks, how does MTFighter feel about single-handedly blowing up the Lake Shot Solar?
I feel good about it, actually. I'm glad I have that type of power with people. Like,
Bring hope to the people.
yes, exactly. Make
Yeah, they went kind of wild. Well, at least one
Give birth
who won't be
give birth to
mentioned anymore.
tyrants.
We all know what happened. The little thread that he made was a little overboard. Leisha certainly did not become the best character in the game, but it showed that she can win.
I told you she was OP, guys.
Lake Shot too good.
She has the best everything. The best
The best.
everything.
Yeah. Someone please pull up that forum, that thread.
I want to.
Let's let Sleeping Dogs lie for now.
I guess if
Moving
you
right
want
along.
to do future reading, I don't know if it's deleted or closed, but check out the
It's
Leisha Solarina. You can't miss the thread. I'm pretty sure it's all caps saying Leisha is too good or something like that. But
It has my name misspelled right in the
Oh, it's the Lation.
empty fire. Some crap.
we'll see if we can include that in the bonus reading section of the thread. But anyways, and the final question, unless I refresh and they're turns out to be another one. There is, kind of. But anyways, Jimbonator asks, who in the SC community has the best hair?
I want to hear from everyone on this. Like,
Oh!
so Troy. let's
No,
start
I
with
can't go first. I really
All
have
right.
to think on.
Who would like to go first?
Yeah.
Oh, wonderful.
I feel
Jimbo, you asked the question, so give us your answer.
Well, obviously it's a shameless plug-in for me, so I'm gonna say me.
You do have some pretty good hair. I will admit.
Thanks, man.
IRM.
All right. The SC community, I think Faros has the best hair.
All right. Cab.
Dudes
God.
do gets all the bitches. Let's be honest here.
No, let's not be honest.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with Triple J. I'm gonna go with JJJ. It's
Choice.
beard is hair. Beard
Yes.
is made of hair. So
Yes, it is.
so he wins.
Oh, jeez. MTFighter.
Man, I was gonna say JJJ too. I don't even that people say. Me.
Yours is looking pretty smooth. It's good.
You do have some. You have some good hair, man. I got
Thank you.
You're
Thank
for
you.
that. All right. Have you thought of anyone, Troy?
Yes. And my answer is, as the objective administrator that I am, I cannot reveal an answer without being this total scumbag and ruining my reputation. So I'm going to have to pass.
Well, everyone already knows you're a scumbag, so please.
I gave my answer, man.
All right. And then I'm gonna have to go with Shen Yuan because he is the most handsome man of all time. You have gorgeous hair, dude. Love you.
And there you go. That's
Anime villain.
final question, I hope. There's
Asking the hard
Mark
questions.
saying swag by the same gentleman from earlier.
Oh,
That's kind of cool.
gentleman.
But
That's it. We're done with questions.
yeah, yeah. No more questions. That's
Wait,
not forever.
there's another question.
Oh my
No, there's not. Moving on.
No,
God. Oh my
no.
God.
We're moving on.
Okay.
Oh, okay. You know what? I'm gonna entertain this question. IRM asks, "How do you feel about Titan Squad?" Let's start with Heaton because I know he's our biggest fan here on SCTier.
My feelings on the Titan Squad. Really? Really?
What did you think about the accurate Siegfried?
My feelings on that video were really. That was more or less my feelings. My initial reaction, if you will.
It was deleted in less than like 8 minutes of being uploaded.
By some scumbag administrator.
I'm no administrator.
I personally am not allowed to love the Titan Squad, but I am a secret fan of the Titan Squad. They're pretty funny.
Indeed.
And
Really?
so-
I think they're funny. Really? Really?
well, I mean, it's not my fault.
Really?
With from
This is like the best
Moving on.
worst section.
Cab, what
Actually, we have perhaps members within SCTier who have maybe infiltrated Titan Squad as well.
I gotta say that I actually haven't watched any of the Titan Squad videos yet.
You
So
should definitely check them out. And it
You
goes
should.
I
everything
need
he
to.
says because he is biased and just mad that he couldn't make it on the Titan Squad.
Didn't you say less than 2 minutes ago that you were a biased administrator?
I said that I am unbiased,
Oh, I see.
but times
Smoke weed every day.
God damn.
Jim, what are your thoughts on Titan Squad?
Well, I'm glad someone brought them up, I guess, because it gives me a little bit of a conflict concerning what my little tag will be for final round.
Oh, that's true.
Because I know you want my tag to be SCT for SCTier,
Yeah.
but people in this faction want mine to be more reminiscent of their group. So if anyone has a compromise, please tell me, or otherwise it'll probably just be SCT TS420
Swag.
with like 5 swags. So it'll be like akin to what Black Mamba did for SCR, just had this like huge, long, obnoxious name, which I'm fine with.
I have an idea. Why don't we kick you out of SCTier?
No, you have
Alright,
to show
bye.
us where your loyalties lie right now.
Goodbye.
That's a good. Okay, I guess that's it. He's gone. Good.
Rest in peace.
Now we're
We're
down a man. We gotta hire another. But anyways, I think that is a pretty good way to kind of drop out of things and kind of head towards the end of this podcast. So
Titan Squad 420 killed it.
So I guess we'll do our traditional end of podcast shout out section. So we'll start again with Cab.
Shout outs to all the Philly guys for making me feel really welcome when I was up there this past weekend. I had a really good time, and I can't wait to come back.
Awesome.
Oh,
IRM.
okay.
Wait, what?
Oh, wait. Oh, okay. My bad. I was talking. I cut out.
Oh,
So, all
that's
right.
good.
Shout outs to Partisan
Thank
for allowing me on the show. Zeph would not allow me on the show.
He actually,
Um,
it was actually his idea to have you on.
Oh,
so
oh shit.
there you go.
Well,
the magical turn of events.
shout outs to Zeph.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. Shout outs to Great One. Everyone appreciates you. I don't think there's anybody who does not like Great One. Because if you don't like Great One, get the fuck off the site. Shout outs to Heaton for showing me Siegfried Tech for Winter Brawl that I did abuse on Sandman.
It's pretty stupid, isn't it?
Yes. Shout outs to Slade. Shout outs to Stephen A. Shout outs to me. Shout outs to MTFighter. Shout outs to Cab. Shout outs to 8-Way Ron. I'm out of here.
You didn't shout out Jimbo.
Wow.
Why
What?
didn't you shout out Jimbo?
No. Jim didn't shout me out on fucking his Ezio cast, so fuck him.
Damn. That's some
My
bad.
bad.
You heard it here first, folks. Fuck Jimbonator.
Headline.
He's part of Titan Squad. I think it's
Fuck me. Fuck me.
Oh my god.
Alright,
Sounded
okay.
awful.
Okay.
I-
yeah,
Sounded
You,
so bad.
you can quote that, put it on a T-shirt, do whatever you want with it. Without my permission.
Hold on, wait. One more shout out. All right.
No, you didn't win anything. You're just on a podcast. You get no more shout outs.
Shout outs to Slayer.
Oh, Christ.
shout out.
Shout outs to Slayer.
That's fine.
Okay, Jeff, if you have any shout outs, go ahead.
Yeah, shout outs to KB, IRM, and Henry for coming out to Winter Brawl. Love out of state competitors. Shout outs to Omega. Oh, shout outs to ABN, the group from South Jersey. So this is good to always see a good group coming up.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, shout outs to AC Hookers, because we're coming up, baby. Yeah.
Enlighten us. Tell us who all's in AC Hookers.
Oh man, it's a lot of
Yo, these hookers.
I think Malice is in it now, but Omega XCN. I'm not sure if Rose is in it. Was in
Can I
it.
be in it?
Hey, I'm not the director. So,
Got it.
Gotta
All right.
go up a little.
and a bunch of other AC people. Annuity. It was just the name we had for a tournament one time, and we just kind of kept it. It was our group. It was our group name. So yeah, AC Hookers. Who else? Shout outs to me for winning.
Yes.
And yeah, shout outs to Big A for holding the tournament, and you guys for holding this podcast. Thanks. And yeah, that's about it.
Awesome.
I'm still kind of mad that you got like 4 times as much money as I did.
Why?
I mean, you
70%.
won.
That's the way it works.
That's
I mean,
how
you
it
won.
works.
70, 20 times.
Well, I've never been in the money before, so forget
Well, like
it.
you lost 4 times as hard as he did.
That's the motivation to make you get first. When you get that 20%, you're like, oh, that sucks.
Then that's
Nah,
why it's a split because it's
I was hugging that money on the phone.
How do you think I feel? I only got 10%. Fuck you.
You should have played harder.
Great.
And so, those are those shoutouts. I'm gonna skip Heaton and give shoutout privileges to Jim.
No, fuck that. I'm going. Shouts to Great One. Shouts to Janini. Shouts to MKL.
Oh yeah, shout outs to Janidio, hype hot dog.
Hot dog for life.
And shouts to Shenyuan. He has a art thing that he's doing, and I hope that goes well for him.
Yeah,
shout outs
to him.
Shout outs to Art.
Shoutouts to Art.
Yeah.
Jimbo, please.
Jim, please say your shoutout.
Shout outs to Great One. Shout outs to Janity for 1 being the hot dog and 2 being the catalyst and being the catalyst for actually getting Soul Calibur featured at CEO.
Yeah, that was actually pretty huge.
If it wasn't for him getting drunk that one night and popping off, he wouldn't be at CEO.
Yeah, I
So
tried
with-
to do it all legit and being nice like 2 months ago, and it didn't get me anything.
The moral of
There
the
you
story
have it.
is get drunk, pop off, and you'll do great things.
Yo, and the real moral is get Janity to do it.
Or that.
So yeah, with that said, come to CEO.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's like, we're there now, so definitely, if you can, support the event.
Yes. It's in June, end of June.
Plenty of time after final round to prepare.
Yeah, it's pretty much like you have that. You have, I think
ECT.
UFGT. I can't remember if there's anything in between those two.
There's
Oh,
UFGT,
Okay.
and then
Summer
CEO.
Jam?
Yeah,
When,
That's
when
in
we're
August.
Jam's in August, so
Oh, I'm
August.
sorry.
afterwards, yeah. So
CEO is always a really good time. It's a really fun tournament. Come down to Florida. I'll show you around.
Yo.
Go to Disney World.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm done.
that's your shoutouts. Okay. I don't know if I got any shoutouts. I'm just gonna shout out Great One. Shoutouts to Zeph. We were gonna try and have him on here today, but I guess that didn't work out. Or he thought we were gonna start at 11 Pacific time, which I think is past
Oh, man.
anyways. So I don't know.
We are 10
man.
minutes away, so we could actually start this whole thing over.
Yo,
Yeah,
let's
let's
do it.
No. Yeah. Shoutouts to him. Shoutouts to you guys for all coming on. Shoutouts to Jim and Heaton for always being here. I don't know why Heaton's here, but that's
Yo,
Yeah.
yes.
Eaton brings
Um,
the hype.
Thank you.
Shoutouts to actually we didn't even talk about this at all, but shoutouts to everything that went down in France this past weekend at World
Oh yeah.
Cup. Awesome matches went down there. It was really awesome to see the Japanese players again. And shoutouts to the French community for wanting to really step it up and get back in the game. For,
Yeah, I thought they were gonna just like fall off the map after Japan came in and
yeah, they're
Stole
really
their
motivated to get better now. So we'll see how that plays out. Should be
yo, Saito's coming back. My favorite Maxi player.
Isn't he Astro?
No,
yeah,
he plays
he
Maxi,
plays both.
Plays both.
but he's better with Maxi because Maxi's better than Astro.
He's better with Astaroth, because Astaroth's better than Maxi.
Well, everyone's better than Siegfried because he's unviable.
Dang.
Keep talking like that.
Shots
I'm
fired.
gonna make a
we're
goddamn montage of you saying that every last one, and it's gonna play over our match.
Alright,
that is one of the best things I've heard tonight.
hype.
That is pretty good.
I'm
Thank
also
you.
going to donate to Heaton.
Thank you very much.
That far fun.
We appreciate that.
I appreciate that greatly.
You can put IRM before his name.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say this now. Whoever ends up donating the most, you get to.
No, everybody gets a letter.
No, fuck that, because then I'm gonna have to I'm gonna beat Black Mamba for most characters sponsored by. No, so whoever donates the most, that will be your prize.
Yay!
You get to sponsor me for my name.
Nice. So I guess that's it for everything. If anybody has any final closing marks before I give my little spiel at the end here.
Oh, shoutouts to IRM. I love
Woo!
your persona. Don't ever change.
Wait.
You're a character.
Yes.
Oh. All right, fine then. Shout out
Lovable scamp.
Shout outs to MT for not getting annoyed when I was popping off in his face. I'm sorry when I yelled no mercy, I like spat right on you.
Oh wow!
Oh wow.
He doesn't even remember that.
I
do.
didn't feel it.
Well, it was pretty
That
bad.
changes everything. That's a
That's
game
a-
changer right there.
Game changer.
I'm sorry. I want to apologize. Shout outs to Cab for being Cab.
Nice. That's pretty awesome though, so
All right.
makes sense.
Don't silence me. I'm not done yet.
I'm gonna start playing
Yeah,
the
I am
Oscars
done.
music. Sounds like
Oh.
Jaws, apparently.
Thank Jesus.
Really, you're shouting out Jesus on a video game podcast?
Yes.
I think we're done here.
Everywhere. You gotta do that everywhere.
I think we are done here. Please wrap it up.
Yeah. To wrap things up, we'll probably have this podcast up pretty soon. Usually I have them up within 24 hours. If you want to check out more SCTier stuff, we've recently started a new series, which is going to be hopefully happening at least once a week, every week. And it's basically going to be online sets between usually well-known players. So
Can I be on it?
you can be.
No.
We'll I'm gonna set things up soonish. I think I'll put like some kind of I'll organize it some way. But anyways, people will be able to
That's an
say,
awesome
like,
idea.
yeah, and then we're gonna record those and hopefully at some point live stream them. So definitely look forward to that. We have a lot of plans for the next month. I'm actually not being lazy anymore and getting some of these things done. So I'm really excited to start getting more content out and getting the community involved in a lot more of this stuff. So yeah, definitely look forward to that. To close this off, I'd like to thank everybody for watching, and I want to thank all of our guests for coming on, and of course, I want to thank Jimbonator, Jim, and Michael Heaton for always being here and getting my back for these podcasts. So thanks everybody.
It's a pleasure.
And with that, we are done for the night. So
One love.